Hi, I'm Russell White from Driver Safety Australia, and the topic of this road safety tip is the issue of mid-afternoon fatigue. Now, believe it or not, you're more likely to be involved in a crash or a fatality between the hours of 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. Now, the reason this happens is that our circadian rhythms in the human body generally dictate that we have a mid-afternoon slump during these periods, where we're simply just not as sharp or as on the ball. So you need to be mindful of the risks if you're on the road during these periods. A comparison of almost 20 years of data from the Australian Transport Safety Board has shown that people are almost 3 times as likely to die at 3 o'clock in the afternoon as they are at 4 o'clock in the morning. Fatalities between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. are almost double those that occur between 8 a.m. and 10 a.m. and fatal crashes are higher than average until 8 p.m. The reason for these figures is not the volume of vehicles on the road. The big difference is our ability as road users to perform during these times. Fatigue isn't just a lack of sleep. It can also be our mind slipping into autopilot simply because of the time we've spent on the road. It can also be a lack of concentration due to thinking about what might be happening that night, the kids at home, the job, or even the shopping. So be aware of those risks and focus on the primary task, which is driving the motor car. Now, I'm sure just about everyone has experienced this mid-afternoon fatigue effect firsthand. So the question is, what can you do about it? Now, the ideal thing would be to reschedule our workload so that we're not on the road during those periods. But of course, that's obviously not always going to be possible. So if you do have to be on the road during those times, just make sure you allow extra margin and focus on the basics. Look as far ahead down the road as you possibly can and scan the road environment for any signs of trouble. This is especially the case around school zones and intersections. Whilst we can't totally remove the risk of mid-afternoon fatigue, we can certainly employ strategies to reduce that risk and increase awareness. Until next time, drive safely.